Guys, so today's video is going to be talking to you guys about a situation that's kind of going on right now, or a situation that has ended. But this is just something that I felt like I had to get on here and tell you guys about, because you guys know that I'm always 100% honest with you guys. I tell you guys things that go on behind the scenes, like shady things with companies, because there are some things that I feel like you guys should know. There are some things that I haven't told you guys because I don't feel like it's beneficial to you guys or it really affects you guys. But I had to get on here and tell you guys about the situation because it does affect you guys, because I've gotten questions about this and I just need to talk about it. First thing I want to say is that when you have a gut instinct, when your gut tells you something, when your intuition tells you something, listen to it, because 99% of the time it's right. My intuition was right about this and I should have listened to it. So back in February of this year, I was contacted by a company called Resale. They sent me an email and they're like, hey, we like your YouTube channel. We want to know if you want to collaborate with us and come out with your own product line. And immediately I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Yes, definitely. But part of me was like, is this a scam? Is this real? You know, what's going on? And then another part of me was like, don't do it, Vanessa. I have a bad feeling. I did a little research and it seemed legit. There were other YouTubers that had created products with them. So I was like, okay, let's do this. So this was back in February. I made sure that I let them know that I was 8 months pregnant at that time. I could give birth at any time, so if there was a lack of communication on my part, that is why. For the record, there was never a lack of communication on my part. Even after I had my daughter, I was still very good about responding to emails. Okay, so back in February, I signed a contract. I signed a 1-year contract with them. I'm not gonna go over specifics of the contract, but I'm just gonna tell you guys that I was supposed to come out with 12 products. And in the contract, it said my first set of products was to be launched no later than April 30th, 2015. My first set of products were 3 nail polishes. I wanted to do a spring, summer, fall, and winter product line. It wasn't all gonna be nail polishes, they were gonna be different products. But my first 3 products were 3 pastel nail polishes, and I called them my spring line. Those didn't launch until May 22nd or May 23rd. So already there was something in the contract that they didn't abide by. So after I signed the contract, they wanted to do a Skype call with me. And the Skype call. We had a Skype call scheduled for February 17th. They had emailed me and they're like, what time zone are you in? You know, what time will work for you? And I told them I'm in Eastern time zone. Let me just go back to the email, make sure I did tell them I was in Eastern. I'm in Eastern time zone, says it right there. Okay, so they said 11 a.m. So 11 a.m. came. And yeah, I waited on the phone for them for 45 minutes and 10 seconds. I'll show you guys a screenshot. I emailed them and I'm like, hey, what's going on? Did you guys forget about me? And the person emailed me back and she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I thought you said you were in Pacific time. And I'm like, no, I'm in Eastern time. So I was like, oh, okay, you know, they just made a mistake. So we ended up Skyping the next day and we talked about things. I told them what my plan was. So at first there was a lot of communication back and forth between us. I had to come up with colors, I had to come up with names, I had to come up with my logo, I had to come up with the bottle design and all that stuff. So there was a lot of communication at first. When my 3 nail polishes officially launched, they sent me my 3 nail polishes and actually sent me ones with incorrect names on them. The pink was supposed to be Emmeline, the purple was supposed to be Vanessa, and the blue was supposed to be Victoria. These were supposed to be my final products that they sent me for me to keep, for me to show in my video. I immediately contacted them. I'm like, hey, everything looks great, but the names are wrong on the bottom. And the girl that I had been corresponding with was like, oh, okay, I'm really sorry about that. We'll make sure that when we send out the products to people that buy them, they have the correct names on them. And she said, we'll also send you a new set so you have the correct names on them. So I'm like, okay. This was back in May. I still have not received my nail polishes with the correct names on them. One of my friends ordered the nail polishes and she got them with these names on them, not with the correct names on them. My mom ordered 1 set of polishes and they sent her 2 sets and she was charged for 2 sets, which she didn't really care, but anyone else probably would care. I emailed them about those 2 issues and no response from them. The last correspondence that I got from them before today was on June 18th. And I had emailed them so many times saying, I'm ready to come out with a summer line. We're in June now. I have some ideas. This is what I want to do. Nothing. Didn't hear anything back from them. My first correspondence that I got back from them was today, September 4th. Meanwhile, I have seen them on Twitter and Instagram promoting other creators, promoting all these subscription bags, promoting all these other products, and I'm like, okay, so I know that they're still alive, but why aren't they replying to me? It's really frustrating because I had a bunch of you guys contacting me with questions about ordering and questions about the polishes in general, like ingredients and stuff like that, questions that I couldn't answer, and I contacted them and got no response. I also had a lot of you guys saying, hey, are you gonna come out with a summer line? Are you gonna come out with a fall line? Like, what's going on? We're waiting for that. Again, I've been contacting them and I had gotten no response until today. The email that I got today, this is really funny. The email says, I'd like to apologize for the delay in response. As you've noticed, okay, that's a typo. I should say, as you've noticed, we have been incredibly busy with launching our subscription program and we have had many internal changes happening. Everything has taken a bit longer. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so basically she goes on to tell me how many nail polishes that I've sold. She said, we think you have a great channel, but unfortunately we are currently unable to move forward with your line with these numbers. Now, first off, in the contract, there was nothing that said you need to sell this many products in order for us to keep your line going. Nothing. Also, nowhere did it say that they are able to terminate the contract for any reason. The reason why my sales were low is because I pretty much gave up on it because I was getting no response from them. I was getting no help from them answering the questions that I had, that you guys had. I just kind of gave up on it. The kicker on all this is that as soon as I emailed them back and told them, okay guys, yes, let's cut ties, I'm happy to do this. Just want to let you guys know that I will be making a video telling my subscribers to beware of you guys. I got an email back, literally guys, hold on. I sent the email at 2:40 this afternoon and I got an email back at 2:47. They were so quick to reply to me once I told them I'm gonna let you guys know how shady they are, yet they never replied back to me when I had questions on the products, when I had questions that you guys needed answered. How shady is that? The email that I got back was from somebody else who's the Vice President, Business Development and Talent. I'm gonna tell her that no, the video's already made, it's too late, I really don't wanna discuss anything because it's just not worth my time. Like, you guys kept me waiting for, what are we in now? June, July, August, September, 3 months now because I told them that I'm gonna let you guys know. Now they care? Like, no. No. I don't like companies that play games. I don't like people that play games. No, there's no way that they were so busy that they could not take time to reply to an email. An email takes literally under a minute to write. Their excuses are pathetic, and I do not believe them. Also, another thing I want to throw out there is that I am supposed to be receiving a cut from each nail polish that I sold. I'm supposed to be receiving a certain percentage compensation for each nail polish that I sold. They have been out for 4 months, and I have received $0. Just to throw that out there too. The reason for making this video is just to let you guys know about this situation, to let you guys know that I will not be coming out with nail polishes with Real Style. I've actually partnered with a different company and I will be coming out with other product. I wasn't supposed to let you guys know about it this early, but I contacted them and I'm like, hey, I have this situation going on. Can I let them know? And they're like, yeah, sure, you can do it. So just know that I'll be coming out with different products through another company, but not with Real Style because of the way that I was treated, because of their lack of professionalism. I sent them 7 emails since June 18th, and the first time they replied was today, September 4th. Like, that's a joke. I wanted to let you guys know about the situation and this company. Honestly, beware if you are thinking about purchasing anything through them. I kind of feel bad making this video and telling you guys the truth about this company because I do have a couple of friends that are partnered with them and have products with them. But I'm not gonna let a company treat me this way and treat you guys this way because questions that you guys had went unanswered. Also, just warn you guys, if you guys are a YouTuber, be careful about the contracts that you sign and who you partner with. This is the 3rd company that has had a ridiculous contract or a contract that they did not abide by, and it's just ridiculous. If you're thinking about partnering with a company or a network or something that involves you signing a contract, read it over. Now I'm in this situation where I'm just like, they took advantage of me. They absolutely took advantage of me, and it's not right. It really isn't. I feel like you guys need to know about these things. I'm not a person that will just let these things happen and keep it to myself. Because it makes me feel guilty. I just feel like you guys have a right to know about this stuff. You absolutely 100% have a right to know about shady shit that goes on that affects you guys. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say about the situation. I'm sorry to the people who had questions that didn't get answered and people that wanted to order things and couldn't order things because they had a question. I really do have you guys' best interest in mind. Whenever I partner with a company, whenever I review a product, I always think about you guys, and if anything shady goes on, I tell you guys. I'm gonna go now. I think I need to go drink a beer. It's Friday, the weekend's here. It's a holiday weekend. Not gonna let this get me down. I'm actually happy to cut ties with them because I was just stressing out. It was just too much stress. It wasn't worth it. And I'm on to bigger and better things. All right, I'm gonna go now. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys in my next video.